that. I mean, I have to special order it, but if they do it now.
Good morning and welcome to A-1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Friday the 15th, I almost said of October, of August. It's so funny how I feel like things are so cyclical, right? Like all the kids are back in school. Like this summer felt very summery. Like felt like everybody was gone.
Summer felt summery.
Last summer didn't feel that summery. But I feel like everybody had big vacations this year. Everybody, like, life went back to normal. It's and now everybody's back at school. Like, store traffic has increased. I feel like this year was supercharged somehow from a vacation and cyclical standpoint. I'll say it one more time because I feel like it will probably be changing over the next 2 weeks as Dax is on vacation, but we remain about a week out on service, and it's a good time to get your machine in prior to starting all those fall projects. Are you feeling overwhelmed by fall projects?
No, just overwhelmed by life. Life is overwhelming. Good morning!
So we said we were going to talk about feet today. Should we jump right in and talk about feet?
I do want to talk about feet. Before we talk about feet, I just did want to also talk about how, so at A1 we kit, and we kit a lot. Miss Lori does most of the kitting, and then Suzanne and Dana help too, but it's a big job. This is one of my favorites, and at some point I walked in and I was like, I need to finish my pumpkins and potions and Falling for Autumn. And those are two of my all-time favorites. They're so cute, and I'm just in time for fall, right? Just in time. And I think they're like almost done. Maybe I have to layer and sew on embellishments. I think pumpkins and potions, that's it. I have to layer and sew on embellishments. And Falling for Autumn, I don't even know. That one is so cute. The reason I'm talking about it is because we have a couple more Falling for Autumn kits ready to go. And these have all the original fabrics. And I don't know if the next batch is going to have all, because they keep discontinuing some of the fabrics. Like this tan and white stripe. This one, gone. No more. Can't get it. So if you're thinking that maybe you want to do this project, that's what it looks like. And yes, it's so, so cute. We do have we have embellishment kits in the design. I would get it now. I have 4 left that have all the original fabrics. And then the next one, the next 4 it'll have a couple substitutions, but really, 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 really good ones. And usually we substitute with as much Kimberbell as we can. The only thing that's not going to be in that other grouping is that I can't get anything quite like it, but I found something really fantastic that'll look just as good, maybe even cuter. So anyways, Falling for Autumn.
How many
And I'll
kits?
bring in the sample. I have 4 ready to go, and I have 4 more that I'm just finding something to substitute for that stripe. Karen's going to be here today. So she is going to be doing this, so make sure you are prepped and ready to go. You should have your fabric cut as per the instructions, and then she's going to be stitching that out with you. That is Live, Love, Laugh. And I think the next Janine Babbage thing we're going to do is with me next month, and we're going to stitch out Welcome Friends. So get your kids.
Is it Babbage or
Babic. Sorry, Babic. And then I'm going to put on the calendar the auto split quilt sashing too. It might be end of September Could be October for that. But we're going to be doing our auto split quilt sashing to finish up Spring is in the Air. You're going to be very early for spring. We are so early for everything. So I wanted to talk to you about this. Okay, so these can go over there. I got to put those out. Da-da-da-da.
Those are 4.
Those are the 4.
What is this?
Okay, Karen has her sew along next month for this pillow. So I know a couple of you. I have to send you your addendum kits, Christine, Mike. There's one other person. Okay, that's on my list for today. So this pillow, I don't know which way it goes. It's September 11th. We're doing it September 11th. And if you want to do that, there's a design. There is a fabric kit. This is the table runner one. So there's 2. This is table runner. This is pillow. And you have to add either a stacker. And you'll have fabric, but you might have to make a substitution here or there. If like you run out of this red, you might have to go to the next red. Not a big deal. And or else add a fat quarter bundle. Okay? So the fabric kit, the design, and one of the pre-cut bundles. But that's going to be super fun. It's a free sew along. So you just need to be prepped and ready to go. And that is going to be September 11th. So, and I'm reminding you this because I want you to get your stuff now so you have it ready to go. But you know you can always do it. You might go, I don't know if I feel patriotic right now, or you might want to just, because it's like not the 4th of July, you might be in Halloween mode right now or Christmas mode. So, but I did want to point that out because that's going to, and it's really nice to have somebody walk you through the Lori Holt projects right now. That way, I don't know, I opened up the instructions and I'm such a Kimberbell girl and an OESD girl that I opened it up and I was like, what? Karen, you want to do this? Sometimes my brain just doesn't want to think and I just want to go back to what's easy and familiar for me. So,
well, not like you don't have a lot going on.
Yeah, and we always want to, we don't want you buying kits and having it just sitting there. So we want you to be using it, and that's why we do a lot of these sew-alongs, so that you will be more motivated to do them too.
All right, so let's talk about the sale really fast because somebody asked the question, and it was on my list of things to talk about. So several of you, we've acknowledged your orders. And then I got emails like kind of like, great, send it out and invoice me. And just keep in mind, it's on the instructions on the front of the sheet. The sale runs through the 20th. We will compile an order and that'll take a couple of days. Just because, I mean, so far we've had,
it's
like a couple hundred orders so far. So like we're going to have to put it together and then look and then do one more, like kind of put it together and look and make sure that our numbers are correct. And then, because we really, given the way that this sale is running, we get one shot at the order. And so the order will probably go in around the 22nd. Given the size of the order, because it's going to be a big one, I then expect items to arrive over the next couple of weeks. And so once the orders arrive, we then have the big job of compiling the product, getting it boxed up and ready to go out, determining shipping, and then invoicing. So that's why, you know, we literally said the sale is running through the 20th, and then I said expect shipping to take somewhere between 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, that brother sale price does not apply to the product that is in the store because most of the stuff that we purchased in here was at our regular wholesale. That sale price is it's all being special ordered for you.
So you will get invoiced once your box is together and ready to go out. If we can combine shipping with other orders, we will do our best to do that. it is a big thing, meaning like last year's brother sale,
It took us
like
2
it
months
was like
to get through most of it.
it was 6 figures in product, and most of the products like $20. And then it took us a couple of months to get through packaging and shipping. We are significantly more staffed up right now, and I think that process will happen faster, but like you just need to give us time. So yes, we will invoice when the order is ready, shipping is determined, everything is ready to go. Part of what happened is like in the last couple brothers sales, like and Jeannie's funny because Jeannie will go, no, we'll still do that. But part of what happened is people would go, oh, if my brother order's ready, add this, 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 and this. And then we have to open the box and get it ready again and redetermine shipping and refund the last label. I say no. Like, we're going to package up your product, label your product, invoice you for that product. If you want something else, you're going to do another order. It just doesn't scale when the sales are this big for us to customize every product after everything's been. It's like you're asking us to work twice. So the brother order is going to be the brother order. If we can combine it with an existing order and leverage that shipping, great. But we're not going to go and grab like a spatula set off the wall and open the box and redetermine ship. It's just too much to do that.
It is a lot of work.
And I know that's painful for you to not do that, but we're not going to do that this year. Like, it just is too much, and it pushes everything out. Like, that one customized order then makes the orders behind it that much later. So great question, Linda. That is exactly how it works. Like, once the product arrives, I keep having these conversations where it sounds like almost everything's in stock or should be in stock. So I think everything will come at once. You know, it'll take us a good couple of weeks to get through all that and get it out.
So, and I do want you to know, for most of the shipping, I've just been sending it the cheapest way. So I hope that's okay. I am watching to see if you have a class coming up and seeing how far out it is. But if it's like 2 weeks out, I'm just sending your stuff the cheapest way. I was staying away from USPS Ground Advantage, but then I had that package that we had that issue with was UPS, the one that came back and went back and came back and went back. That took like 2.5 weeks. And
there was something weird about that one because it, like, one of the notes was that I don't know if they had tried to deliver and she wasn't there, or like it almost looked like there was
it's
a
UPS.
setting. No, but it almost like there's my choice because it basically said as soon as we called on it, it showed up.
Just so you know, I'm just choosing what's cheapest, unless you're like fastest. I think I was telling you to write if you wanted the cheapest, and now I'm just sending it all the cheapest. Shipping's expensive
it's
right
expensive.
now.
Like, shipping prices have gone up.
I guess from now on, you guys are gonna be so confused. Write fastest if you want it the fastest. Otherwise, everything's going the cheapest. How's that? You guys okay with that? Okay, cheapest from now on. So somebody asked about
Toadstool.
Boo Manor it's coming out in batches because like we would have had more to send out. I probably have about a dozen right now to send out. And we'll have another 2 dozen. How much do you get from each bolt? 14. Okay, 14 from each bolt. I just opened up my last order from Moda, and I was like, oh, this is somebody else's order. So I sent it back, and they're sending me. So we'll have some that's going out today. I just keep waiting for, it's a lot of moving parts. Thread kit, USBs, and so as stuff gets in, it's going to get shipped out. So this week, next week, I just sent out a big batch yesterday. More will go out beginning of next week because on Monday, I got more shipping confirmation for more USBs and more of the thread kits. And but yes, there is a fabric kit. This is the fabric kit for Boo Manor. It's adorable. Absolutely adorable. Really, really cute. So this is Boo Manor, $32.99. Vial toadstools. Yes, we are doing vial toadstools. I think you can actually purchase the kit now. This is the kit, and you have an option to purchase the different backings. So I think that's on the website. I can't remember. I have it unsealed so we can put your backing in. If you want, you can get it with or without backing. You do have to find your pattern somewhere. I think I have 1 or 2 in the store. The reason this hasn't happened yet is because I was waiting for update 1.09. I haven't even played with it yet. But it's kitted. It will be happening. It'll happen this fall.
Yeah, and I think maybe, we'll play, or by we, I mean you, just with seeing exactly where design
I need to be able to
is.
remove a pixel.
And so, but Charles was saying he believes that was there.
That was there? Okay.
I mean, we'll see.
Okay, because I'm going to be doing mine on my Avenir. And so, you can do that on any... I think that you're going to be able to do that class on any machine that has Design Center and IQ Designer. Any of the machines that have that. Because we are going to be working with a... you can scan in an image on your scanning mat. You can... what we're going to be doing is we're going to take a picture of it and send it over. It's the cleanest way to bring in your image is I forego the scanner. I never even use my scanner. You can just take a picture, send it over, and then we can bring it up in our Design Center. IQ Designer. This class is going to be similar to
So that won't
the Summer
work
Gardens.
on the Dream Machine and the Destiny.
No Dream. Oh.
You could import it via USB,
Yes.
but
Yeah. So you're going to be able, you can also, you can use the scanner, but I will send you a JPEG.
So Tina asks, do you sell good USBs? Like we aren't having any problems with our USBs. Like
I'm not even doing USB anymore.
Right. But we sell kind of cheap USBs. Like we have bracelet USBs
We have
and
cute
animal
ones.
USBs. I can use those all day without a problem. I think in that batch of USBs, there was one USB that we sold where the customer came in was like, I can't use it. When I say 99 times out of 100, I've heard that.
You know what
I've reformatted and have been able to use the USB. In that circumstance, like the
Hang
on, I gotta deal with this.
What I would recommend is don't buy those big bulk lots of Amazon no-name USBs because I feel like those do go bad and they go bad kind of quickly. But some of you know what? If you've been getting it, it's been working great. But if you have an issue with your USBs and it's just like those bulk ones that you buy like in a big pack, I do buy bulk ones. I buy name brand ones. So, I'll buy ScanDisk or I'll buy, are they PNYs? So, stick to like a branded USB. Don't buy the bulk ones.
My favorite by far are the SanDisk Cruisers.
SanDisk.
The SanDisk Cruiser 3.0 USBs are ultra fast. The ones that I'm using, I've used since my DJ days, and like that was
a long.
That was like they're 15 years old. They're 16 gigs, and they still work every single time. And I had like 4 of them, and I think I'm down to 1 of them because in the store they go missing. But the SanDisk Cruisers, and I said this in front of Dana the other day, and she's like, oh my God, I love those. I've never had a problem with those. And those, you know what? I'll put SanDisk Cruisers on our affiliate link. I'm going to do it. So I'll put them on our Amazon affiliate, and that way you'll know exactly what we use. So Tina, give me till this afternoon, but we'll get them on the affiliate site.
Judy's asking about the ScanAcut mats and if the fabric is stickier than the standard. Yes. It goes as far as order of stick, it goes low tack, standard, fabric. So low tack is the least sticky, standard's in the middle, fabric is the stickiest because you want to be able to hold it all down so it doesn't drag around when you cut it. So, yes.
No, regarding USBs, you do not have to use 2 gig unless you're on a much, much older machine. Like we've been using 16 and 32 gig thumb drives for some time. Karen, can you pay with Synchrony for what? If this is your, I mean, you can. There's just no way to do it on our website.
Just call. He does it.
So if you want to do that, you can call and do it. Our website offers a firm though. So like if you're,
what's a firm?
Like if you're, if you want like 6 months same as cash, if that's why, then that's an option on our website. Like when you check out, there's normally an option.
For
if the purchase is large enough, there's a threshold for that. And if the purchase is large enough, you'll get offered through our website to pay over 6 months. If to use Synchrony, there may actually be, now that we're fully invested into one system, for me to turn that on. I'll look to see if I can turn that on. But if you want to use Synchrony for something like your brother order, what you'll do is,
are you doing
we'll
6
send
months
you
same
the,
as cash?
Yeah, we'll send you the invoice, and then you have to call me and we can do it over the phone. Do you want to talk about feet really fast? Because it's 9:54.
And then best place to order kits. The pre-orders, when we do pre-orders, that's usually for the Kimberbell stuff. And just so you know, I was just looking at the dates, and I think Enchanted Winter is supposed to be September 17th, so that's kind of coming up. So if you want to be, I did a pre-order. I did my pre-order. So if you want to be in that pre-order, then make sure you do your order and do it soon. Yeah, so Enchanted Winter. Go ahead and order that. And we will be doing that as a sew-along. As far as the other stuff, usually the newer stuff that we're doing is on the promotion page, and then we just move it off the promotion page. But sometimes there is delays. Like sometimes, I never know what's going to be super popular. So we kind of cut as we go. We kind of have to do that as a small shop. Patrick told me I need to stop shopping.
I haven't given Jeannie a hard time about the credit card bill, and it's been like a year. You've been like pretty good. But recently I was like, yo girl.
So, and I hate
like,
those talks.
You need to be aware of what you're doing right now.
Okay. I don't know if that even, Rebecca, I don't even know if that answered your question. So what is the best place to order kits? Yeah, newer kits will be on the promotions page. Newer kits will be on the promotions page.
But the search function on our website is
good.
really, really
It's really good.
Like if you are looking, and there's going to be like some changes coming to the website because they discontinued the template that we used.
What?
And so like it's not going to be a wholesale change, but there will be some changes coming to the website. Like Christine reached out to me about that.
And sometimes I do hide little things in there because I'm not quite ready for it. If that's what you're talking about, if you're like, well, I don't see vile toadstools, then maybe it's not up there because I wasn't quite ready with the class yet. And so there are
what
sometimes...
about falling for autumn?
Oh, that's an older one. So that might not be on the promotions
Just
page.
do a search for autumn.
Yeah, or falling. Yeah.
So, do you still have any of the Baby Lock IQ books? Maybe we can get them. I don't know if we have them.
No, I do. I have like, are we talking, oh, I just had one right here. Are we talking Mastering IQ Designer?
There was one up front.
Right now.
So, and I think those are on the website. So if you want those, like they're not part of the Brothers sale, but
they're still on sale. I still have them up there at a great price.
At a sale
but
price.
This is, if you're talking about this, it's Mastering IQ Designer. This book is amazing. This is your college textbook, and this is the things I love. I love everything about it.
This is your college workbook. I don't think that's like textbooks. That's boring reading.
This
deal with
is your college workbook. It has excellent pictures. It
Maybe
has.
in your middle school workbook. It keeps your attention.
I loved workbooks. I don't know about you guys. I loved workbooks, like math workbooks, like all the those I loved all worksheets. Oh my god, I loved worksheets. Did you like them? You probably thought they were stupid.
I just thought all of school was stupid. I was like, this is a waste of time.
That's where our child gets it from. Guys, it feels that way. And then Violet loves school. Anyways, okay. Here is your middle school IQ designer workbook. I like it. It's broken up into sections. It starts with like beginner, intermediate, advanced. It's coded because this is really geared towards, this was created and geared more towards the Luminaire and the Solaris. If you have a Luminaire, even though it's a Baby Lock product, it will work with your Luminaire. Icons are all the same. But there's also sections. It's like there's coded. So it'll say this will work with like the Altair and the Stellar. This will work with, and not like how far you can go with it. But just know this is geared towards the Luminaire and the Solaris. But but it was made to be used with all, and you can see that by the way they coded it. Okay, you'll just get to a point with some of the other things that maybe you can't do certain things.
Right.
So, but this is like.
And
it's so well
geared
done
towards all 3 upgrades?
That's a good question. I don't remember when it came out, and so I'm not positive about that. We have a copy here. Our copy is here somewhere. That's a good question.
I think this is late enough. My guess is it involves all 3 upgrades.
Yeah.
So get all 3 upgrades.
Even if it doesn't include all 3 upgrades, there's so much amazing information in there. If you were to work through these projects, you will be an IQ designer expert.
What's the
design center
retail
expert?
And what's our price?
I don't know. It's on the site.
It's on the site.
200. Maybe we have it on the site for like one because we had tariffs. We get a surcharge now, so I think it's maybe $100 off or something like that. So get it. Okay, let's talk really quickly about. We came to talk about feet today that are in the sale. So you should see the mat. I've just been bringing stuff over, and now we just put it off to the side. I should take a picture of this.
It's like a mountain
People
of
come in.
stuff.
There's a lot of people. Lately, we've had a lot of visitors coming in from other parts of the country, and I'm like, this is where we do the live feed.
And they're like, really?
Yeah. I always tell you, if you're coming to the store to come visit, I want you to have very low expectations. And that way, when you come in, hopefully we can exceed them. So I had a guy that came in from New York City. He's like, this reminds me of one of those stores in New York where there's like stuff like squirrels way everywhere and, so much stuff you have to kind of walk over it. And I just started
like
laughing.
That store in Narita.
Oh, that was worse than this. Like, I was like watching my shoulders, like walking through the aisles. I was really like nervous, and I had to walk sideways through some of the stuff.
Everything was like a treasure. That store
yes,
was crazy.
if only you could have found stuff, and I had time. All right, first thing I want to talk about is and we're not going to talk about all the feet because that would take a long time, but we're going to talk about some of the feet. Our favorite feet. When Michelle's here, she'll talk about her favorite foot too. This is my all-time favorite foot. This is only going to work on the machines where you can plug this into the back. And again, it does not work if you do not plug it in. I was using it.
So Journey and above, 2400 and above.
Which would be like the aria, the crescendo, the chorus, the ballad.
Crescendo, chorus, ballad. 5200, 6200, all that stuff. IQ design is not the same as PE design. We don't really have time to get into that today, but IQ design is built into the machine. PE design is on the computer.
That's software.
So what did you want to say about that?
IQ design is going to be like Design Center. Brothers Versions Design Center, and so this is not a software book. This is for that portion in your machine where you can do some light digitizing. That's down at the bottom. I love this. This one is the compact dual feed. If you don't have it, get it. If your machine takes it. I did have, we call the other one the big butt one. The other dual feed kind of has a big butt where this.
Well, they don't even make it anymore.
But a lot of you had it because that's what came with your machine. That's what I had. I didn't buy this one. It took me a little while and I finally got it. The big butt one, I felt like sometimes my fabric would get stuck under the big butt part that was hanging down. And it's not a big deal. I would just give it a little flick and release it. So it's not a big deal if you have the big butt. Okay, this is the compact butt. It's a lift. It's got the Brazilian. Is the Brazilian?
The Brazilian butt lift.
Yeah. That's what this is.
No, but that doesn't really make sense because it like lifts
the
and
Brazilian
then it makes it
like
like
bubble.
really big. So
yeah, this is just a little compact.
this is a butt reduction.
That's a butt reduction. I love everything about it. This is what I use for 90% of my sewing, unless I'm using a specialty foot that doesn't fit on here. There are different soles for this. So the different soles, it's going to come with this one, which is just your regular zigzag sole. It would be equivalent to your J foot on your Baby Lock or Brother machine. But you can get these. Some of your machines came with these. There is the stitch in the ditch. I don't use this for just stitching in the ditch. I use this for all sorts of things because you can see it has a big hole right here. So I'll use this for top stitching, where I'll bed this down, the guide, I'll bed that down in my seam, and I'll move my needle position left or right. So I'll use this for lots of other things other than stitching in the ditch. Open toe for when you're doing those decorative stitches or you really need to see. And then you're gonna have the 1/4 inch. And there's your flange. I personally am a flange girl, but if you're not a flange girl, then you can use the regular one and use the markings. The red markings on here, like 2 over is a 1/4, is it 2 over that's a 1/4 inch? Yeah, 2 over is a 1/4 inch, and then this line right here is a 1/4 inch. So when you get to this line, lines up with your fabric, then you pivot, then you turn. Okay, so there's also a couching sole that came with your machine though when you got your upgrades. I just sent out that couching video, sewing with couching. I just sent that out so you can see that in action if you want to see it with your dual feed, which is super fun. Miss Lynn's, all of this is... Oh, wow. Okay.
So why were these all lined up on the table?
Michelle will talk about those next week because we're not going to talk about a ton right now. The dual feed quilting, you got to get, well, you don't have to have this, but I love this too. And
this one is much nicer.
I prefer this one to the Baby Lock one. So if you have a Baby Lock machine, what I don't like about the Baby Lock one is they make you buy a left and a right.
Well, and that connection is
the connection
janky.
on the top
Like
is part metal, part plastic, and it always fails. Like I had so many people come in with that little thing on the top that failed, and then I'd be like, well, buy the left because you'll get another one, but I just feel as though that one fails. This one's metal. So the attachment that goes on the top is metal. I've never seen it fail. It comes all together. It's more expensive than No, it's cheaper.
It's cheaper.
It's cheaper than buying the left and the right separately. And during the sale, it's going to be even cheaper. So this is the quilt bar.
And then just refer to your. I don't remember our current price for this, but it's on the it's on that sales sheet.
Yeah, if you have the
And
big
so,
butt one, treat
get it.
yourself and get the compact one. 'Cause
Treat
I
yourself.
I like that. And these are the two quilt bars, left and right. Why do you want a left and why do you want a right? If you don't have to swing your fabric around. You can just like, instead of swinging the fabric around, you can just put on your left to go on one side and then your right to go on the other.
Hey, we kind of gotta go.
Okay, so maybe
let's
that's
talk
it.
About
We're just
this.
going to talk about
let's
this.
just talk about
You want to
this.
talk about this?
Because this is not part of the brother sale, but as we were talking about feet this morning, Jeannie's like, I kind of feel like we need to talk about this.
I couldn't
So-
get this for a while, so we weren't selling it, but I can get them again. Okay. This is a Baby Lock product, and the reason I'm showing it to you is, and if you've done a class with Miss Suzanne, you've seen it in there.
What just fell out?
Nothing.
Something just fell out. when you
Nothing.
opened that.
It just rocked in
okay.
here. Here, why don't you put these in? Play
Okay.
Tetris. So this is the Baby Lock 12-foot kit, and when it first came out, I called my rep when we were Baby Lock dealers, and I was like, is that like a mistake? Because this is really cheap for all of these feet. And the foot kit is, it's $50. And it has all of these feet in it. And I always tell people, if there's 2 feet in here that you feel like you're going to use, get the kit. And then all the other ones can be like extra. I got to say the ones I use the most in here, like you're going to see there is the 1/4 inch. It's always nice to have an extra 1/4 inch because that's the kind of thing that you misplace. A narrow hemmer. If you've ever seen, like this is the narrow hemmer. If you see that tiny little hem, that's 2 millimeters, that's the foot that does that, the narrow hemmer. You can never like turn and press it yourself, but you can put that fabric right in. There is, some of these feet I haven't used. I'm going to talk about the ones I do use. The edge joining. I love the edge joining. Sometimes when I can't find my stitch in the ditch foot, I use the edge joining foot. And the other thing I love about that edge joining is, again, it has the big hole in it, and I will use the flange to go down a seam, and I'll go left or right, or I'll put it on the edge and I'll go left of it. So I use it to sew my batting pieces together. Sometimes if I'm like, I'm gonna put those 2 together and use it, I'll use my edge joining foot, and I'll just abut my binding pieces and just sew like a zigzag, a 3-step zigzag to put those together.
So it's on the website. The code is BL-feet12, but if you just look for Baby Lock 12 or 12 foot kit, it comes up at $49.99. It is a steal.
I'm gonna do it at 20% off too, so $39.99 for that foot kit. And
she's allergic to making money.
I'm allergic to making money. So, and again, if you find at least 2 feet in here that you love,
Teflon foot in
get
there.
it. Yeah, the Teflon foot. There's a Teflon foot in there. This is the Teflon foot, and I use that. There's a roller foot. The roller foot, if you're doing like leather, things like that, it's fantastic. The thing about the Brother roller foot is it's Teflon too. So that makes it a double whammy. But it's $51.99. But it's a double whammy. Okay. You're going to have a gathering foot. An open toe foot. I use this one all the time too when I want to see if I'm not using my dual feet
this
foot.
is on the Brother sale. Quite frankly, it's a nicer foot.
Yeah.
It's a much nicer
well,
foot.
because it's it's Teflon and it's a roller foot. And it is on there, and it will be at the sale price. So other feet that are on here. The braiding foot. A shearing gathering foot. The cording foot with 7 holes.
Yeah,
Your
absolutely.
invisible
the Baby
zipper
Lock
foot.
and the Brother feet are
Interchangeable.
Interchangeable.
Invisible. And if you do purchase this, just say 20% off, please. Put that in your notes, and I'll credit you, or I'll go on there later on and find it. You're going to get the double cording welting foot.
And these don't
and a
wait
pin-tuck foot.
for feet like the Brother feet.
Well, I only have a
like
couple.
a
I might
couple
have
of
to
them
order them.
in the store.
Yeah, but I mean, that's going to give you a lot of bang for your buck, so I
Suzanne,
wanted to
yes,
show
they
that
will.
to you.
All right. Question of the week. What's your favorite foot? And so...
And if you have more than one, you can say.
Yeah, tell us. So don't answer over there. Wait until the live stream ends. Answer below. We'll probably give away something like one of these. So what's your favorite foot is the question of the week. Yes, the answer is they will work on any Baby Lock or Brother machine.
That have the little clip on, not with an ankle, but that clips on.
Yeah.
The normal ones.
Okay. All right. So
you have until the 20th, LaDonna, so don't worry about it. Just keep on. We have people that are emailing us like every day.
Every day.
Can you add this? Can you add this? Don't worry about it. Just add it
You have
on.
until the 20th, which is like Tuesday. All right, we're out. We got to get to work. Karen is
have a great weekend.
Gonna start at 10:30 roughly, and we will see you.